Good evening, thanks for joining us, and happy Father's Day to the dads out there, some of whom were treated to brunch at the Lloydminster airport this morning. Although the planes were grounded by the foul weather, spirits and the turnout were still high.
Even though the weather's bad, we always seem to have a good turnout when it's like this. Of course, it's local people from the city who come. We don't have any planes.
Close to 90 people came out for the annual brunch, unfazed by puddles and the rain. And although the traditional plane rides were canceled, no one left unsatisfied.
We've been out here for a few years in a row now. It's usually a pretty good do. Breakfast was really good. It was warm and hot food and well cooked. I enjoyed it.
All proceeds from the event go towards supporting the local Air Cadets. Last night, the Border City rocked out at the Border Bike Rally with some of Canada's best musicians. As Chris Campbell reports, bikers and rock fans united to blow the lid off the Lloyd X grounds.
The 5th annual Border Biker Rally Cabaret rocked. 80s rockers dug in the slugs, the Shrews and Big Sugar put on deafening shows that didn't disappoint. After sound checks and before the show, I caught up with some of the performers to get their take on playing a biker rally.
We have played quite a few biker rallies and have played for bike clubs before. So in fact, we used to say that we could play everything from a bar mitzvah to a biker rally. Yeah, we said that was it.
Shrews lead guitarist John Angus MacDonald admits riding hogs perhaps isn't in his best interest.
I break my own neck. Actually, I did crash a bike when I was down in Cuba once, so it's not for me. My talents don't lie there, but certainly they're nice machines to admire from afar.
The Shrews are touring fresh off the heels of their new album Hope and Ruin, to which they played several tracks on Saturday. MacDonald says oddly enough, bikers seem to float to the lovey song Sing Your Heart Out from their last acoustic album, which throws the term motorcycle mama out there numerous times.
They're good rock fans. Good rock fans to have.
Over 1,700 people filled the X grounds. Earlier in the day, about $2,000 was raised for the CNIB with the White Cane Poker Run, and final dollar amounts have yet to be calculated from the entire weekend, but organizer Nick Laley says if anything, they should break even. Chris Campbell, Newcap News.
After going 7-1 through the first half of the season, the Wheatland Xtreme Lacrosse team split while up in Fort Mac last weekend against the Wolves. Well, the Xtreme were back at home Saturday night where they got revenge on the Blues 9-8, and they were looking to take back top spot in the standings this afternoon. Pick it up tied at threes in the second, the Xtreme retake the lead. Oren Cobser to Brant McAllister, and he tickles the twine from the slot. It's 4-3 with some rough stuff after the goal. Later in the frame, Wheatland up 5-4. Braden Lutke feeds Brendan McAllister, and he gets a pick, walks out and wires it by Wayne Juniper. Xtreme up by 2. The Rock closed the gap back to 1. Carmen Ward with some room, blasted by Jess Robinson, cutting the Xtreme lead to 6-5. Late second, Wheatland in front 7-5 now. Oren Cobser with the stretch pass to Tyler Boyer. In all alone, undresses Juniper. Xtreme up 8-5 after 2 periods. Just over a minute into the third, the Xtreme strike again. Colby Lacroix carries it in, goes to the middle, and he'll rifle it into the back of the net to make it 9-6 for the home side. Then tempers start to flare. Jared Klamatsky and Kyle Patmore get into it, dropping the gloves. Both players would get in some good shots, but in the end, I call this one a draw. On the power play with 6.5 to go, the Xtreme pass it around. Brendan McAllister just inside the perimeter nets his second of the game. It's 10-8 Xtreme. Now 10-9, just over 2 to play. Rock on the man advantage, and they can't convert down low, but Ward from up top lets it buck, tying up the contest at 10s, and that's how this one ends. A blow to the Xtreme, who allowed the Rock back in it with penalties late in the game. For now, they sit in first with a tie at 9-2-1, but the players know they left a point out there on the floor.
Unsatisfied. Very unsatisfied with both of our games. We didn't play how good we can yesterday, and today we let up and only got a tie when we should have got a win, and yesterday we should have had a much more convincing win. Nobody in the room's really happy with that.
We at least got 3 points out of it, but it'd been a lot nicer to get all 4 and maybe got more goals for, because that's the tiebreaker, goes to goals for and against, and it really would have helped it out there. But, you know, not satisfied, and we just got to push, and next weekend we got to get it back.
We really can't afford any more losses at all to hold on to first place, and we really want to try and maintain that. Top 4 going to the playoffs, so, you know, we're probably going to land in there somewhere, but it definitely would be nice to sneak by the Wizards.
Through the first 2 games of the Alberta Football League season for the Lloydminster Vandals, well, they left off where they picked up where they left off in 2010. The defending AFL champs are looking to stay undefeated and improve to 3-0 as they hosted the Edmonton Stallions down in Wainwright last night. And the Vandals notched their 3rd win of the season, hammering the Stallions 27-9. The Black and Green remain tied for first with the Grand Prairie Drillers and the team they will be playing against next weekend, the Calgary Wolfpack. The Pack have had the Vandals' number in the past years. Kickoff between the two goes Saturday evening at 7 o'clock from Armstrong Field.